students, how are you? So let's start with today's biology class of class 12. As we have started with chapter 3, human reproduction, in which we have studied the process of fertilization. Next is, in fertilization, the fusion of male and female gametes takes place to form zygote. Next is embryonic development. So after formation of zygote, the zygote will undergo cleavage and mitotic divisions to form the embryo, and in that it will follow some stages. At the different stages, the different arrangement and the different number of cells are there. We will discuss now. So first step in embryonic development is called cleavage. Cleavage is the series of rapid mitotic division of zygote to form a multicellular structure called blastula. So cleavage means when the zygote, after formation of zygote, it will undergo mitotic division because it is a diploid cell. So it is a single cell, so it has to be converted into a multicellular structure for which it will undergo mitotic division. And this series of rapid mitotic division to form a multicellular structure which is called blastula is called cleavage. Is it clear? जब zygote is a unicellular it is a single cell structure. जब ये multiple division करेगा to form a multiple structure which is called blastula, this process is called cleavage. Now let's see the process of cleavage. First is the zygote. You know that zygote, after fertilization, zygote will be formed. And here you can see this is the zygote which is covered with a layer of zona pellucida. Did you remember zona pellucida, which was present around the ovum, which was protecting the ovum and which was preventing the polyspermy? That was the function of zona pellucida before fertilization. But after fertilization, zona pellucida will still remain intact. Zona pellucida जो है वो break नहीं होगी, disappear नहीं होगी. Why? We will study later. He means this zona pellucida will also help the embryonic development. So the nucleus is there, diploid nucleus is there, which is present in the zygote, and the polar bodies are still there, because you know when the fertilization takes place, then only the ovum will be converted into secondary oocyte stage to complete structure of ovum. At that time the second polar body will be released, which will retain as such. Later on it will be disappear. So this is the structure of zygote that we have already done. Next is, it will undergo first mitotic division. You know that in mitosis one cell will form two cells. So here you can see one cell after undergo karyokinesis and cytokinesis will form these two cells. You can see these two cells here, and zona pellucida is still intact. You can see the zona pellucida around these two cells and polar bodies are still there. Now these two cells are called blastomeres. In cells को क्या बोलते हैं? Blastomeres. After this is a two-celled stage and it will take place after 30 hours of fertilization. zygote formation होने के या fertilization होने के 30 hours के बाद two-celled stage आ जाती है, which is having two blastomeres. Next is the four-celled stage, which will form after 40 hours. How will it be formed? Now this was the first mitotic division, then these two blastomeres will undergo second mitotic division. तो ये second mitosis करेंगे तो क्या होगा? दो cells चार cells बनाएंगे. Okay, so here are the four-celled stage. So these are the four cells and they are also called blastomeres. तो इनको भी हम क्या बोलते हैं? Blastomeres. And it will take place after 40 hours of fertilization. Next is the 8-celled stage. This was meiosis 1, then again second mitosis, not meiosis, mitosis. पहले first mitosis होगी, फिर second mitosis होगी और फिर third mitosis होगी. Third mitosis में क्या होगा? 4 cells से कितने cells बन जाएंगे? 8 cells. Now this structure will be formed, which is having 8-celled structure. It will form after 3 days of fertilization. तो ये fertilization के 3 days के बाद ये जो structure है वो form हो जाता है. Is it clear? So this all steps are happening in the fallopian tube. तो ये सारी जो stages हैं वो fallopian tube के अंदर ही होंगी. Later on this structure will be shifted to uterus let's see now. So this is the 8 cell stage which will be formed after 3 days. So is it clear? Next is 16 celled stage. Now after 8 cell stage it will undergo 4th mitosis. उसके बाद फिर से mitosis show करेगा ये, और 8 सेल से कितने बन जाएंगे? 14 cells, and they will be arranged like this. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? एक सेल is in the center and 5 cells are around this and 10 cells are around the 5 cells. So this 16 cell stage will be formed at 4th day of fertilization, and this structure is called morula. इस structure को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Morula. Okay, is it clear? So this structure is called morula, and it will form after 4th day of fertilization, and this morula is still in the fallopian tube. Now this morula will further undergo mitosis 5th. Then 5th mitosis will take place, and due to this 16 cells will be converted into how many cells? 64 cells. This 16 cells will be converted into 64 cells. Sorry, 32 cells. Okay. So after this 32 cell stage will come, and after 32 cell stage it will further undergo division to form 64 cell stage. Now this is a 64 cell stage which is called blastocyst. At this stage, now you can see this is a little different structure from the morula. Now till morula is it clear कि पहले zygote फर्स्ट डिवीजन में जाएगा, 2 सेल स्टेज फॉर्म होगी, फिर 4 सेल, फिर 8 सेल और 16 सेल स्टेज फॉर्म हो जाएगी. दिस इज जस्ट अ सिंपल प्रोसेस ऑफ डिवीजन. नाउ आफ्टर दिस स्टेज ऑफ 64 cells will reach, what will happen? This structure will be converted into a special structure which is called blastocyst, and this blastocyst is having 64 cells. So this blastocyst is having 64 cells, and these cells will arrange in a different manner. Now some of the cells will be arranged at the outer boundary. These cells are called trophoblast. They will form a layer which is called, these cells are called trophoblast. Is it clear? And some of the cells will collect here in the form of a cell mass which is called inner cell mass. ठीक है, तो कुछ सेल्स अपने आप को बाउंड्री पे अरेंज कर लेंगे जिसको हम ट्रोफोब्लास्ट बोलते हैं, और कुछ सेल्स जो हैं इस लेयर को हम ट्रोफोब्लास्ट बोलते हैं, एंड कुछ सेल्स जो हैं वो अपने आप को एक पोर्शन पे इकट्ठा कर लेंगे, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इनर सेल मास. ओके, एंड ड्यू टू दिस कलेक्शन ऑफ सेल्स एट वन प्लेस there will be a cavity formed in the structure, and this cavity is called blastocele. This cavity is called blastocele. And now you can see here I have shown the zona pellucida is breaking. Why is that so? यहाँ तक zona pellucida intact थी, but blastocyst formation होते ही zona pellucida जो है वो break हो जाती है. ठीक है, because ऐसा क्यों है? Before fertilization zona pellucida was helping the cells, was helping the ovum to prevent polyspermy, but here the zona pellucida is protecting this structure, because after that the implantation will take place. implantation क्या होता है कि इस स्टेज पे आने के बाद ये जो ब्लास्टोसिस्ट है ये यूट्रस में चला जाता है और अपने आप को यूट्रस के साथ अटैच कर लेता है, तो उसके लिए जोना पेलुसिडा को पहले ब्रेक होना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो टिल द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ब्लास्टोसिस्ट जोना पेलुसिडा वाज देयर, बट आफ्टर ब्लास्टोसिस्ट फॉर्मेशन zona pellucida will break off. Okay, and this structure, whole structure with the trophoblast, blastocele and inner cell mass is called blastocyst, and it will be formed after 4th day. 4th to 7th day तक ये जो है ब्लास्टोसिस्ट की फॉर्मेशन हो जाएगी, और 7th डे के बाद ये 7th डे पे ही क्या होगा, इसकी इम्प्लांटेशन होगी, जब ये अपने आप को यूट्रस से अटैच कर लेगा. क्योंकि यहाँ तक क्या था, ये सारे जो स्टेप्स थे इट वाज हैपनिंग इन द फैलोपियन ट्यूब, वेयर this was not attached with any surface over the uterus, it was the free structure. तो जो सारी stages हैं cells की वो freely present थी fallopian tube में और uterus में. जैसे ही blastocyst form होगा तो 4 to 7 तक blastocyst की development होगी, उसके बाद blastocyst अपने आप को uterus से attach करेगा, जिसको हम implantation बोलते हैं, जो हम next step में करेंगे. तो is it clear? So this is the process, this is the cleavage, and next step is implantation. So let's see the next step in embryonic development, that is called implantation. Till now we have studied the development of blastocyst. As I have told you that blastocyst is the stage which is formed before 7th day of fertilization, and this is the structure in which you can see there is, which is a 64 celled stage, and it has a layer of cells around it which is called trophoblast, and a mass of cells which is called inner cell mass. Now let's see the structure first. This trophoblast is actually what? It provides nourishment to the embryo. It has two functions, and it helps in the formation of amnion and chorion. Now what is amnion and chorion? When we will study the next step of embryonic development, that is gastrulation, then you will be more clear कि ये जो दोनों होती हैं ये एम्ब्रियो की लेयर्स होती हैं एम्ब्रियो के अराउंड. तो ये कहाँ से एक्चुअली फॉर्म हो रही है? ट्रोफोब्लास्ट से. और दूसरा फंक्शन क्या है इसका? इट हेल्प्स टू प्रोवाइड न्यूट्रिशन टू द एम्ब्रियो. And what is this inner cell mass? This mass of cell will actually form the embryo in future. The embryo which is going to be formed, अभी तक embryo नहीं बना है, अभी तक cell stage ही चल रही है. The number of cells are accumulated, but actual embryo formation will take place through this inner cell mass. Is it clear? So now when this blastocyst will be formed, till now it is not attached to the uterus wall. Okay, here I have shown you the uterus wall, and this is the uterine epithelium, or you can say the outer layer of the uterus. This is the inner layer of the uterus, that is the endometrium. Okay, so this is uterine epithelium or endometrium, and the implantation will take place at the 7th day, but 6 days after fertilization it will be started. Before that it was in the fallopian tube, and as the 6th day comes, the blastocyst it comes towards the uterus. तो अभी 6th day पे क्या हो गया? blastocyst जो है वो uterus के अंदर आ चुका है. Now after coming into the uterus, it will be later undergo this process of implantation. पहले मैंने आपको इसका स्ट्रक्चर इसलिए बताया ताकि जब इम्प्लांटेशन होगी तो इसके स्ट्रक्चर में कुछ चेंजेस आएंगे जो आपको क्लियर हो जाएंगे. ओके, नाउ दिस इम्प्लांटेशन इज व्हाट? द अटैचमेंट ऑफ ब्लास्टोसिस्ट टू द यूट्रिन वॉल. तो यहाँ पे जो स्टेजेस हैं जो डिफरेंट उनके नेम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. व्हेन एवर द क्वेश्चन कम्स इन एग्जाम्स देन यू शुड बी वेरी केयरफुल व्हाइल राइटिंग द स्टेजेस. मोरुला, ब्लास्टुला, ब्लास्टोसिस्ट. तो ब्लास्टुला भी बोलते हैं, ब्लास्टोसिस्ट एक ही बात है. So this attachment of blastocyst to the uterine wall is called implantation, and it takes place at 7th day of fertilization. Fertilization के बाद 7th day पे implantation होती है, क्योंकि 6th day तक क्या होता है? blastocyst uterus में आ जाता है. Now let's see what are the events that happens at implantation. Implantation क्या है? कि blastocyst अपने आप को uterus wall के साथ attach कर लेता है, क्योंकि अभी तक क्या था इसके जो इसको इनर सेल मास था उसको न्यूट्रिशन जो है वो ट्रोफोब्लास्ट प्रोवाइड कर रहा था, लेकिन थ्रू आउट द डेवलपमेंट ट्रोफोब्लास्ट उसको न्यूट्रिशन प्रोवाइड नहीं कर सकता. तो उसको फर्दर नरिशमेंट के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? अपने आप को यूट्रस से अटैच करना पड़ेगा, प्लेसेंटा फॉर्मेशन करना पड़ेगा, एंड बिफोर दैट इट हैज़ टू अंडरगो इम्प्लांटेशन. नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस एट इम्प्लांटेशन. दिस इज द changes that takes place. Now the trophoblast of this is the trophoblast. The trophoblast of the blastocyst has been changed into two layers. It forms two layers. One layer is cytotrophoblast and second layer is syncytotrophoblast. तो जैसे इम्प्लांटेशन होनी स्टार्ट होगी तो जो ट्रोफोब्लास्ट जो कि यूट्रस की साइड पे है, दिस इज द यूट्रस वॉल. कैन यू सी द यूट्रस? So this is the uterus wall, uterine wall of the uterus, and the side of the trophoblast which is towards the uterus will be converted into two layers, syncytotrophoblast and cytotrophoblast. Now this layer, can you see? This is what? Cytotrophoblast. Means ये वाला जो पोर्शन है ये अभी भी ट्रोफोब्लास्ट है. जो इधर वाला पोर्शन है it is still trophoblast, but the portion which is towards the uterus, which is in the contact with the uterus, is cytotrophoblast. And the second layer, like the trophoblast was like this. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आते ही ये एक लेयर फॉर्म करेगी और दूसरी ये लेयर फॉर्म करेगी. ठीक है, so the structure is like this. So the second layer which is formed is called syncytotrophoblast, which do not have a proper boundary, proper cells. इसीलिए इसका नेम क्या है? syncytotrophoblast. मीन्स इसके अंदर different more than one nuclei is there. So that is why this without any boundary, this structure is called syncytotrophoblast. Is it clear? So trophoblast 2 layers में convert हो गई, cytotrophoblast and syncytotrophoblast. Now, but you should keep in mind that layer which is away from the uterus is still called trophoblast, and this cavity is still called blastocele, जो हमने पहले डिस्कस किया. Now what happens to this inner cell mass? Before that, before implantation, the cells were like only there was a bunch of cells. कोई वहाँ पे differentiation नहीं थी, कोई layer हमें दिखाई नहीं दे रही थी. But जैसे ही implantation होगी तो जो inner cell mass है वो इसमें convert हो जाएगा 2 layers में. Inner cell mass will be converted into 2 layers, epiblast and amnion. Epiblast, sorry, 3 layers, hypoblast, epiblast and hypoblast. Okay, so the cells, जैसे कि बहुत सारे cells इकट्ठे थे तो वो क्या हुआ, उन्होंने अपने आप को 2 layers में arrange कर लिया. Okay, the outer one is hypoblast and the inner one is epiblast. Now you can see here the smaller one I have drawn here. The outer one is hypoblast and the inner one epithelial layer is epiblast. And now this hypoblast and epiblast which is towards the uterus is called amnion. This is called amnion. जो epiblast uterus के contact में है उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, amnion. Is it clear? And due to this arrangement of cells in layer, there is a cavity formed in the center of the inner cell mass. This cavity is different, this cavity is different. Blastocele पहले से form हो रखी है, but amniotic cavity will be formed when this inner cell mass will undergo implantation. And this amniotic, this cavity which is present between epiblast and amnion is called amniotic cavity. It is called amniotic cavity and it is filled with the fluid called amniotic fluid. Is it clear? So what happened in implantation? First the trophoblast will be converted into 2 layers, cytotrophoblast and syncytotrophoblast. The 2 layers which is towards the uterus. So this is the cytotrophoblast और ये जो बाहर वाली है that is syncytotrophoblast. और इनर सेल मास किसमें कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, एपिब्लास्ट और हाइपोब्लास्ट में. तो बाहर वाला जो है, बाहर वाली जो लेयर है दैट इज कॉल्ड हाइपोब्लास्ट और अंदर वाली लेयर को क्या बोलते हैं, एपिब्लास्ट. And the epiblast which is towards the uterus is called amnion and the cavity which is enclosed by epiblast and amnion is called amniotic cavity. So this is the process of the attachment of blastocyst with the uterine wall and it takes place at the 7th day of fertilization, and after this will be now confirm the pregnancy. This will confirm the pregnancy because why is that so? Because of the secretion of a hormone which is called HCG, that is human chorionic gonadotropin hormone. This hormone is released by ट्रोफोब्लास्ट. तो इस हार्मोन को कौन रिलीज करता है, ट्रोफोब्लास्ट. जैसे ही इम्प्लांटेशन होगा ट्रोफोब्लास्ट विल स्टार्ट रिलीजिंग दिस ह्यूमन कोरियोनिक गोनाडोट्रोपिन and this is very important hormone because this hormone will maintain the corpus luteum throughout the pregnancy so that the progesterone can be released, because you know corpus luteum का क्या function होता है, progesterone release करने का. और progesterone क्या करता है, endometrium को maintain रखता है ताकि जो developing embryo है उसको proper nourishment मिल सके throughout the gestation period. So is it clear? HCG will be released by trophoblast and due to this HCG present in the urine, the pregnancy test is positive, which will be takes place at the 7th day, means after implantation. The signs of pregnancy will be started after implantation due to the secretion of this HCG by trophoblast. So this is all about implantation. Let's take the next step. So let's see the next step in embryonic development after blastula formation and after implantation. That is called gastrulation. As you know, there are different stages during embryo development. First was the morula, that was 16 cell stage, then blastula or blastocyst, 64 cell stage, and then next stage is gastrula. Gastrula means, gastrulation is the transformation of blastocyst into gastrula by rearrangement of cells. Like you know, in the blastocyst also there was the rearrangement. The next step is the conversion of blastocyst into gastrula. So we will start with the blastocyst. This is blastocyst and this is gastrula. The next step also. Okay. So blastocyst, already you know that the structure of blastocyst, and this gastrulation will take place at the 8th day of fertilization, because you know till implantation, till the 7th day implantation was going on. 7th day पे implantation होती है और implantation के बाद blastocyst gastrula में convert होना start होता है, and it will start at 8th day of fertilization. So these are the steps which are there in gastrula formation. And actually the gastrula is a structure which is covered with the 3 layers, because we know, we are triploblastic kind of organisms, means our during embryonic development our body cavity is covered with the 3 layers: mesoderm, ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. You know that already. And we are coelomates also, because we have coelom in our body. So we will study these steps in detail, how the gastrulation will take place. So first step in formation of gastrula is formation of embryonic disc. Now what is this embryonic disc? So this structure we have already discussed, that is the blastocyst. When implantation takes place, its trophoblast cell will form 2 layers. When the cells of the cell mass, inner cell mass, undergo development to form 2 layers, then the gastrula formation will be started. And when this embryonic, the inner cell mass, जो inner cell mass के cells हैं वो 2 layers में convert होंगे, तो वो एक structure form करेंगे जिसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, embryonic disc. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, embryonic disc. And this embryonic disc has 2 layers, hypoblast and epiblast, as we have discussed already. यहाँ पे अगर आप देखेंगे कि जो inner cell mass है, this is the inner cell mass. These cells will arrange themselves to form the inner layer and outer layer. The outer layer is hypoblast and inner layer is epiblast. Okay, so here you can see the outer one, smaller one, is the hypoblast and the inner one is the epiblast. And the layer of the epiblast, which is towards the uterus, is called amnion. Actual amnion development will take place, we will see later. And the cavity which is present between the epiblast and amnion is called amniotic cavity. इस cavity को हम क्या बोलते हैं, amniotic cavity. And this structure is called, this portion is called embryonic disc. Is it clear? The next step in the formation is formation of amniotic cavity. Amniotic cavity, as we have discussed already, it is a space between epiblast and amnion. You know that this is epiblast and this is amnion, and the space enclosed between these two is called amniotic cavity. And it is filled with the fluid which is called amniotic fluid. तो इसके अंदर जो कैविटी के अंदर जो fluid होता है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, amniotic fluid. Is it clear? So this amniotic fluid, what is the function of amniotic fluid? It will help in the preventing any kind of shock to the developing fetus, because you know now this development will take place. तो किसी भी injury या shock से बचाने के लिए it will act as a cushion around the fetus, developing fetus. That is why it will help in this. This is the function of amniotic fluid. Is it clear? Next is the formation of chorion and amnion. Now let's see the formation of chorion and amnion. And इसीलिए आपको सिलोम और yolk sac का भी पता चल जाएगा, ठीक है? So here you can see after this formation of amniotic cavity, now the cells of the trophoblast, these are the trophoblast cell. Cells of the trophoblast will undergo development to form the cells on the inner side. दिख रही है ये वाली जो outer layer है, this is trophoblast. ये वाली layer जो है बाहर वाली, this is trophoblast. Okay. Now the cells of the trophoblast will undergo development to form inner cells. तो जो trophoblast है वो क्या करेगी, थोड़ा अंदर की तरफ एक cells की layer form करेगी. This layer of cell is called extra embryonic mesoderm. This is called extra embryonic mesoderm. So now you can see this type of structure will be formed. Now let's see here. This is the trophoblast, which is the outer covering. This is the amniotic cavity, which is already there. This is epiblast, which is the inner one. Then hypoblast, which is the outer one. और जो ये new layer form हुई है, ये किस वजह से form हुई है? Trophoblast के cells इसको form करेंगे. Okay. Now let's see the next structure, which has been formed from this. Now it has increased in size and become oval in shape. द सेम स्ट्रक्चर यू कैन सी हियर. अब क्या होगा, ये जो एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक सिलोम है इसका साइज इंक्रीज होता जाएगा और बिकॉज ये जो एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक मेसोडर्म मेम्ब्रेन है वो अंदर की तरफ शिफ्ट होती जाएगी. ड्यू टू दिस स्ट्रक्चर will be increased and this will filled with the structure which is called extra embryonic coelom as we are coelomates. And the structure which is present, which is enclosed in the extra embryonic membrane is called yolk sac. Now this, what is this chorion and amnion? After this development, the extra embryonic mesoderm which was present here, it will further cover this upper structure and this layer will be now called as ट्रोफोब्लास्ट. तो इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, सॉरी कॉरियन. ओके, क्योंकि ये कहाँ से बनी है, जब ये एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक मेसोडर्म बनेगा तो इसके जो सेल्स हैं वो इस तरह से डाइवर्ट होंगे. नाउ दिस ट्रोफोब्लास्ट विल बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू कॉरियन. ओके, एंड द अपर लेयर इज आल्सो बी कवर्ड विद दिस लेयर ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक मेसोडर्म which will be later forming amnion. Is it clear? तो कॉरियन कहाँ से बन रही है, ट्रोफोब्लास्ट से. जब ये जो एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक मेसोडर्म है इसके सेल्स टर्न करके इसको कवर कर देते हैं, then it is called कॉरियन. एंड एमनियन कहाँ से बन रही है, इससे एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक amnion was already there. So now this structure which is enclosed inside the extra embryonic mesoderm is called yolk sac. And yolk sac, now function of chorion is to secrete HCG as we have already discussed कि HCG जो हार्मोन है वो कौन secrete कर रहा था, ट्रोफोब्लास्ट. अब ट्रोफोब्लास्ट नहीं रही है, वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो गई है, कॉरियन में. then it will be taken up by कॉरियन. So it will release the HCG hormone that will be released throughout the pregnancy. And the second one is the amnion which is enclosing the amniotic fluid to protect the developing fetus. And yolk sac will help to form the blood cells. Okay, so these are the functions of the three layers. Next step is the formation of germ layers. See how ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm are formed. Let us take up the next step. So let's see the fourth step of gastrulation. 3 we have already discussed. Fourth one is formation of 3 germ layers. You know we are triploblastic organisms, so there will be formation of 3 germ layers around the developing embryo. The 3 germ layers are ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Ectoderm is the outer one, mesoderm is the middle one and endoderm is the inner one. Now let's see how these germ layers are formed. Till this structure we have already discussed. This is the layer, this is the epiblast and the lower one is the hypoblast. Actually these 3 layers will be formed from epiblast and hypoblast. How does it happen? Now let's see. This is formed by first formation of primitive streak. Now what is this primitive streak? Because you know in the previous structure we have seen the epiblast was like this. There was a straight layer of cells. But at the formation of these 3 germ layers, in the center of the epiblast, there will be some invagination takes place. जैसे अगर कोई लेयर इस तरह से है और सेंटर में से इस तरह से हो जाएगी, then this invagination will be called as primitive streak. So here you can see the portion at which this invagination will take place is called primitive streak. Is it clear? Due to this primitive streak, the cells of epiblast will start moving inwards. You can see the arrow here. I have shown the arrow. तो जिससे क्या हो रहा है कि जो epiblast के cells थे वो invagination की वजह से grow करते जा रहे हैं और अंदर की तरफ move करते जा रहे हैं. और वो इस तरह से मूव करेंगे कि कुछ सेल्स जो नीचे हाइपोब्लास्ट प्रेजेंट है उसको पुश करेंगे और एपीब्लास्ट और हाइपोब्लास्ट के बीच में स्पेस बना लेंगे. कुछ सेल्स तो एपीब्लास्ट और हाइपोब्लास्ट के बीच में जो स्पेस है वहीं पे रह जाएंगे और कुछ सेल्स हाइपोब्लास्ट को भी ओवरकम करके एक न्यू लेयर फॉर्म कर देंगे. ठीक है, इज इट क्लियर? कि जो प्रिमिटिव स्ट्रीक है, द सेल्स विल स्टार्ट मूविंग इनवर्ड्स, द सेल्स विल पुश द हाइपोब्लास्ट एंड क्रिएट अ स्पेस बिटवीन एपीब्लास्ट एंड हाइपोब्लास्ट. And some of the cells will be collected there and some of the cells will overpower the hypoblast and will form a different layer. Now let's see which layer will be formed. First of all, you will be surprised to know that epiblast cells are moving downwards. They are not forming their own layer, बल्कि वो नीचे जाके जब hypoblast के through जो layer बनाएंगे, that will be called as endoderm layer, which is the innermost layer. And that will be developed फर्स्ट. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट कि एपीब्लास्ट के जो सेल्स हैं वो इन्वेजिनेट करके जो नीचे की तरफ जो लेयर बनाएंगे दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एंडोडर्म, which is the first layer formed from hypoblast. Means endoderm is formed from hypoblast, and then the layer of cells which is present between the after endoderm, the cell layer which is formed from epiblast is called ectoderm. Then ectoderm will be formed, and the cells which was accumulated between endoderm and ectoderm will be later forming the third layer which is called mesoderm. So is it clear? The cells from epiblast, they will move downwards to form endoderm, then upper layer will be formed which is called ectoderm, and between the two the cell layer which is formed is called mesoderm. Is it clear? So here you can see the three layers. The upper one is ectoderm, middle one is mesoderm, and inner one is endoderm. And endoderm always forms first, then ectoderm, and then mesoderm. So this is all about embryonic development. Then we will see what is the fate of development, which means what are the fetal layers which is covering the fetus in the next session.